Hello, Neurodiagnostic Community. I'm Scott Mohr, CNIM certified neuromonitoring specialist, recruiter, and career consultant with Neuro Pathway, and host of the IONM for Life Neurodiagnostic podcast and YouTube channel.
And I am Danielle Stewart, your neuromonitoring meme queen.
On behalf of ASNM, your Interoperative Neuromonitoring Professional Society,
Happy Neurodiagnostics
Week. We're getting more and more in sync with that every day. So we're on day 4. By day 5, we got to finish strong with that.
Day 5, we're going to have it.
Day 5, we're going to nail it.
So thanks for joining us for our 5 days of Neurodiagnostic Atomic Habits during Neurodiagnostics Week.
Yes, the small incremental changes that we make and the habits we ingrain into our workflows are what lead to improvement and eventual success in our field.
So we crowdsourced from your colleagues to create this list, and today's Neurodiagnostic Atomic Habit is prepping.
Prepping.
All right, prepping. One of my favorite things. So definitely.
Do you have like 6 months worth of baked beans in your basement, or?
It's the end of the world. You got to make sure.
Never know.
No, I mean, that's honestly our day every day. You never know when the end of the world could happen because, cases cancel, cases add. You never know.
You ever get that chilling call like, hey, they have the patient in the room. Where are you? They want to know where you are. And I'm like, home? Like, no,
like I had it as a 2:00 start. Oh, no, it's going now at 7:30. Oh, all right. Well,
I guess no one called you about that. No, I guess no one did.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people, when we were asking about this one, they definitely suggested that you arrive, at least an hour ahead of time. Make sure you give yourself an adequate amount of time to get everything that you need to get done. And honestly, I think if you allow yourself enough time, you'll even have time afterwards to kind of just relax and take a minute and just kind of, mentally prepare for the case.
There's nothing better than having that feeling of like, I can sit down, finish my coffee, I can check out some Stick in My IONM memes, or I can listen to the IONM for Life podcast. And like, I know I'm ready to go. I'm as prepared as I possibly can be. I've communicated with everyone I need to communicate with. I've made sure I've checked in on the patient, answered any of their questions, got their consent, make sure they're on board with what we're doing for them. As Danielle just wonderfully puts it, being the patient's advocate, but you get it all done, and then your day is going to be so much easier to manage.
Oh yeah, and I think honestly too, like the more prepared you are, and the better, because it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Because if you have a complicated case that you've never done before and you prepped and learned everything in and outs, like, if you've only done, phase reversal a few times, but you over-prepared and then you're like, all right, I'm all set, ready. You got that confidence, and then the case cancels. Well, you know what? You were prepared and ready just in case that case did go, and you would have been confident enough to adequately monitor that case and give the surgeon what he needed as well as
absolutely. Yeah. If you don't want it to brain, carry an umbrella. And if you want the case to cancel, make up every single one of those electrodes for the headset, the transcranial motors, the whole 9 yards. Make them up. Much better to throw away a box of electrodes that you didn't use than not have them ready when they walk in the room and the patient says, can you add motors to this case? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Over anticipate, I think, is with surgeons' needs. If they normally don't run motors, but this patient happens to be myelopathic, you know what? Go ahead and set up and be ready to run motors. So then that way, when the surgeon comes in the room last minute, because you haven't been able to find him ahead of the case, you can go ahead and ask right then and there, hey, so-and-so, do you want motors on this case? And they'll be like, no, easy takedown. You have extra electrodes then for later on or whatever. And if he decides, yes, you know what, let's add motors, you're already set up and ready for it, and you're not scrambling at the last minute.
That's it. And where appropriate, you can apply this from a technical standpoint to the communication standpoint as well. Would you rather have this conversation with the anesthesia team be like, we're going to do motors? Like, well, no one told me. I'm not ready. I got to draw up some more drugs. I got to call to have delivery of XYZ. You've seen those situations where they just throw them all off their game, okay? Because they thought they were prepared, right? And you're throwing them a curveball. Or you can have this conversation with them. Hey, there is a chance, a low chance, but a chance. I want to let you know that Dr. Smith, she may want motors on this case. It's a possibility. Okay, so we'll let you know ahead of time. See if you want to put a bite block together or whatever. Just be ready for that. And then they have that in their mind. It's okay. Like, all right, I can be prepared for this. I have some control over the situation. Because again, that panic comes from you feeling like you have no control over a situation. In some cases, when things hit and you just aren't ready for it, you don't have any control over it. You're getting pushed along by the tide of change in that moment. Whereas you can be prepared as best you can be, and you feel like you got like at least a paddle, in your canoe. I keep going back to the canoe and kayak concepts because of the this year's poster theme. I got all the around the brain.
There you go. You have your paddle, you have your safety vest just in case you get upriver and you can't get down.
You don't want to be up that creek without the paddle. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
Yeah. So prep. I mean, you think about it. Just think to yourself, like right now, sit here with us for a minute and just think to yourself, what are the things I could do to prepare for my case? Oh, I can make sure my tape is all ripped and ready to go. I can make sure my electrodes are tethered together or braided. Can I fill up more on the record? Could I, make sure I enter in like all the patient history and everything like that? Did I make sure that my oversight physician is up to speed on everything they need to know? Did I talk to anesthesia? To have that conversation. So, do they have bite blocks? Did they have bite blocks made up? Let me go look. Do they have bite blocks? Yeah, they got bite blocks over there. Okay. I mean, you could just keep going through this process. Keep yourself moving forward. Keep that momentum going, and then stop, sit down, have a cup of coffee, and just know that you're ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, I think too, part of being prepared also is, be prepared for the day to be longer than you expect, number one. So, make sure that you're bringing snacks, you're bringing food, so that if you have time in between cases or like at any moment during like CR spin or anything like that, you can, snack on a little something so that you don't start to get hangry or anything like that. No, I don't get hangry. And then, kind of curb that hunger for a little while and make you last throughout the day.
That's it. Absolutely. Well said. Another fantastic discussion. I've been enjoying this series. I hope you all are as well. Join us for more content from IONM for Life, and also go check out Stickum IONM. Follow her mean series, and also all the great content at ASNM.org, where content is created by neurodiagnostic professionals for neurodiagnostic professionals, and we're happy to be part of that this week. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Oh yeah.
Yep. Make sure you come back tomorrow for my favorite one.
Yes, this is it. The most important component, most important atomic habit in all of your neurodiagnostic prep. Day 5, Friday. We're going to have the big reveal. All right. We'll see y'all back here. Bye.